I don't pay too much attention. I don't read much stuff. I know there's been a lot of talk, as far as a rebuild, a retool, a quick retool and all that. I know that's happening. I don't have to read the papers or anything like that. I know that's there. We're going it day by day. I hope we get a reaction out of our players when we get going through this grind of a season. To me, the whole thing for a player is I'm going to show you. I'm going to gain your respect. One way or another, I'm going to gain your respect. It doesn't happen overnight. But that should be our goal for me as a team, is gaining respect in the National Hockey League, because we got nothing. Does that fuel me? You're goddamn right.
The 2022 Philadelphia Flyers training camp is nearing its conclusion. Before the club hits the ice for the season opener, final cuts must be made. The Philly brass congregates at the Flyers training center to reflect on training camp with the goal of finalizing its 23-man roster.
So today we will submit our opening night roster by 5 p.m. tonight. Barry's been in constant communication with Central Registry. There's different ways to do it, but we'll get through that today. And we should be able to have space this week to carry even up to 23 healthy players. So we can have the ability to, have a full roster if we want.
Not all roster decisions are easy. Luckily for John Tortorella, he had a front row seat to the team's final dress rehearsal.
It's been a lot of work for me just because I want to be fair. I want to make sure I didn't blocked out all the noise and people telling me who they are, what type of player they are. I want to watch it, and I hope I did a good enough job, because I think that's important, to be fair to the player that way.
What matters is how you deal with challenges when they come. Flyers are going to use the last preseason game tonight to look at a few more kids, hoping somebody will wow them.
Alrighty, fellas, let's have a good last one here. 5-man units all over the ice. Have some fun out there, too. At center, all-around good guy, Kevin Hayes.
Hey!
On the right side, Mr. King West, Owen Tippett.
Ooh!
On the left wing, Novechkin, Kate.
Whoa!
On left D, Travis, Elevated Eats, Santa.
Whoa! Elevated Eats. Promo. Swipe up.
On the right D, Louis, Italia, Belpetti. And in goal, arguably the best looking guy here.
Yes, that's true. Hey.
So, you were mic'd up the other night against the Islanders.
Oh,
Keep it. There you go. Try to put it to the blue. That's a really good fucking job putting the pucks to the blue, guys. Keep working at it.
One Flyer that will be heavily dependent on this season is 23-year-old Owen Tippett.
You gotta let me know who you are, okay? I don't want you to blend in. You gotta figure out who you are. Are you a scorer? Are you a banger? What are you? I still don't know.
I think sometimes when people think coaches are leaning on a player, and it's our job. It's our job to push players, to push athletes, but they think it's always just that. There's always another end of it too. And I think Tip has continued to grow since that conversation. I watched him play the rest of that game, and I thought he really understood what I was saying to him.
One man to beat now. Here's Owen Tippett. He's carrying into the New York zone from the right circle. Took the shot at the net. Sorokin made the save.
That's a good job, though. It's a much better play, Tip. Hey, fucking right. That's what you got to do all the time. Test and bring it to the net.
And it's someone that I'm really excited about now, and where he is showing me what type of player he is. Who is he? And I think he's shown me, and he deserves to be in our starting lineup when we open up here, because how he's progressed here the past week or so.
I really like where Tip's game has gone to here the past little while. I think he's freer. I see some of the things people have talked about with him lately. I didn't see it at first, but I think his game, I think he's progressing in the right way. He could be a really important guy for us.
While Tortorella shares praise for Tippett's playmaking ability, he must also rely on additional impact players.
Tony's, I think he has deception, he sifts pucks through, he has a shooting mentality too. I think he's
good. He has all those things.
Yeah, he can slide across the blue line.
He sees his options. Sometimes they just open up, not structurally. He just sees them and he can adjust quickly and make the play.
And we need him to play with James in that group, because maybe if James scores some power play goals, and he's going to score power play goals because of him getting pucks down there, maybe that helps him as far as his game.
You know, Zamula had a really tough first shift in the rookie camp game, and I thought from that point on he actually kept getting better and better.
Right now, for me, Zamula is going to be in the 6, in the top 6. Can make a play, sees the ice. Long. Shawzy?
Yeah, I like him. He has as much potential as any guy there.
I think Zamula could be a flank on it, even. He has enough skill set. When we put him there in that one exhibition game, he had poise. He was good there. And that's the harder position, is the flank for the D, under the pressure. So,
just so you know, that's where he played in Allentown last year. Zamula.
At the top?
Top, yeah, for the most part.
For me, we put him there right away. This is where I think special teams, and especially power play, it's a privilege to be there.
You know, you're worried it's maybe too much too soon for him, where Zamula's got to prove that he can play first.
I'd like to try Zamula all over. I want to see him right now. So today give Zamula some time. Put Provy there. You can alternate him, but give Zamula some. Let's see. Yep.
Injuries to number 1 goalie Carter Hart and prospect Felix Sandstrom have opened up new opportunities between the pipes.
I think Urson is deserving of the backup. As you and I were talking yesterday, as far as the merit that we're trying to work here, he deserves to be the backup right now in my mind.
And the battle for the goaltending position continues. Carter Hart will not get to see action in the preseason, so Sam Urson gets his second straight start.
Urson has been a real surprise to everybody.
But when it comes to the Flyers' goaltending battle, just talk to goaltending coach Kim Dillabaugh.
Yeah, so we have daily conversations, and what I say, I do not watch the goalies. I'm watching too many other things than to watch the goalies.
I don't even watch. I haven't watched a goalie yet in camp.
I'm not a goalie. I'm not Dilly.
It's all Dilly.
He's my go-to when it comes to that position. He can coach them. Really unique position in our game, most important position. They have a position coach. Him and I, the conversations we have are so very important to where we're going to go as a team here.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this year, kind of the first year since I've been here, we've kind of come into camp with an open spot, so we knew there was going to be competition. There should always be competition regardless of the situation, but obviously when you have a chair that's not filled or not allocated to someone, I think there's opportunity there, and I think that's what we all, as players and as professionals, you want opportunity to earn a spot, impress a new coaching staff and show what they're capable of doing, and we've been very happy with the competition and what it's brought out in the guys competing for that job.
Can't argue with this camp and how he's played. He's probably been our most consistent guy, so keeps getting better. So can't deny what he's done, so he is deserving for sure.
I obviously think I got that level in me. I know for this year, the biggest thing is going to be me playing games, so just get in there and get a lot of games under the belt, especially after last year.
Carter's still trending the right way?
He is, yeah. Pushed him a little more here today, but nothing that's kind of slowed the progress here. So,
if he says he's okay, he's going. He's going to go game 1. Just get him in there.
He's been great right off the hop. He's left a lot of those things in my hands. Obviously, there's always a conversation that takes place. At the end of the day, he's left a lot of that decision making or how to structure things with regards to the goaltenders in our hands, which has been great. And to have that trust early on, obviously, prior to him coming here, didn't have a relationship with them, so to have that confidence early on is great, and it allows you to go out and do your job and do it to the best of your ability.
Making the biggest impression at camp is Noah Cates.
So through the middle then, Torts looking at Noah staying in center. How's he handled it so far?
I like him. I think he's had the best camp out of all the players.
Oh, good stick, Noah. Good read. Good stick.
I guess you can't say he's a total NHLer, you know, as far as being a veteran in the league. He's played some games. He surprised me. And I'm happy how he keeps progressing. That's the thing for me. He's had a good camp, but I see him still climbing.
And quite honestly, the utility that he brings, where I can move him to wing, center, I think it just enhances it. So,
one half of the Cates brothers will be wearing the orange and black in the season opener. The other will have to wait. Although Jackson Cates narrowly missed the final roster, it's understood that he will soon reunite with his brother in Philly.
it's not a bad thing.
No.
He's had a really good camp. From what I understand, he's really progressed from where he was. Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just get him down there. We're gonna use him.
The Flyers' 23-man opening night roster has been finalized. An arduous training camp has come to an end. Now the real adventure begins. An 82-game journey.
The way we go about our business in the room, there is expectations put on. That's how I think you build a standard of play of playing the right way.
An opportunity to gain back respect in a city where reverence is earned, never given. It's time to redefine the Philadelphia Flyers brand of hockey. This is the standard.